welcome back again to Kenny's Global Link. So once again, we're here to share with you another aspect of Kenny's Global Link, which is the creative skills. We've been doing creative skill quite a lot. Very soon we'll be showing you other areas. But remember, Kenny's Global Link is all about creative skills, health and nutrition, and also we've got the last one, which is the IT. Okay, we do IT workshops as well. Okay, if you actually want to know more about the health and nutrition, check us also on YouTube, Kenny's Salad Master Healthy Cooking, to find out more on healthy cooking in there. But we will be sharing a few of them very soon in here. But anyway, enough of the introduction, and back to what we have for today. We will be making our Santa socks, which is also called the Christmas socks. Okay, we're making the Santa socks today using scrap fabrics. In here I've got my main fabric. It's a satin material, just a little piece remaining from my old clothes which I've sewn a while ago. I've got this other white piece, is like white curtain. I'll be using this one to make the cuff, the stocking cuff. Okay, and then this little piece here as well is also some old scrap. I'll be using this one to make the lining. Okay, so but that's all we need. Meanwhile, over here I've got my pattern. I've got the cuff pattern, which is that one, and I've got the fabric, the socks itself, the main pattern for the socks. Right, so let's get cutting. I'm just going to start with this one first, which is the main fabric, before we get to the cuff and then get to the lining. What I'll be doing for this one, because it says cut 2 on main fabric, so I'm just going to place this one here and cut 2, and then also cut 2 for the lining because it's also there. If you want some of this stockings, the Christmas stockings pattern, do let us know. We do sell them as well. Otherwise you can get from Amazon. If you want us to post this out to you, do let us know. It's an amazing, fantastic one as well, but you'll be seeing the outcome afterwards. Right, come on then and let's get sewing. Okay, now so you can see I've just placed the pattern on my main fabric as well as the lining. And remember on the instruction it says cut 2 on main fabric. So because I don't want to do this 4 times, I've decided to fold the main fabric. So when I cut this, I'm going to have 2, and then underneath it I've got the lining as well, which I folded as well. You can see that. So I've got 1, 2, and this fold as well, 3, 4. So by the time I cut this pattern off, I've got the 4 of them. So that's 2 main fabric and 2 lining. Okay, remember to pin them down before you do the cutting. You don't want to cut at the end of the day, they are not same size. Okay, so we're just going to cut them now. Use your tracing to trace them correctly before you do the cutting. Okay, you can use your marking chalk or you can use your pen, whichever your tracing pen, and then just mark them before you do the cutting. All right, so I'm just gonna cut this. Okay, right, so here are the cutout. I've used the pattern, like I said, to cut out 2 pieces. Over there you can see that 2 pieces of my main fabric, and I've got 2 pieces of the lining as well, which is the white one. And here I've got the coffee, the stocking cuff, yeah, and here it's the hang up. Right, so it's just like the string. So for this one we're going to sew right sides together and run a quick stitch on it on that side before we flip it to the other side. While for this one we're going to join these 2 parts together, right sides together as well, and when we join it we're going to open it along this side just like that to form the circle, but we're going to join it along this part. Take note, you're not joining it on this side, but you're joining it on this part. And then for these other 2 we're going to join right sides together of the main fabric, and then for the lining as well, right sides together, 2 of them, but remember to separate it. You're not sewing them together, so the red together, the 2 reds together, you can see that, and then this other 2 together, and sew all through right around. When you get to this corner, just stop a little bit around there, do your stitching and stop it somewhere there. Do not sew all the way to the end, just stop it around there and then go right round all the way and stop on that one as well. So let's get started. Okay, so here is the you can see the outline of the sewing. That's the main stockings. And remember, like I said, do not sew all the way to that end, just sew it right round, and I've left that space as well, about 1/2 inch on both sides, and that's the lining as well, all nicely sewn. remaining just a little bit, half an inch over there. Okay, and here it's like the strap, but I will be flipping this one now, so just flip it to the other side. The last bit which I need to sew is the stocking cuff, which, remember, as I earlier mentioned, we will be sewing on this side, not on this other side, so we don't make a mistake. So come on then, let's get sewing. Okay, so the last bit, which is that one, do the same sewing, about half an inch on this one, and this, remember, like I earlier mentioned, forms the coffin. Okay, this is the coffin, that's the top layer, top side of the Christmas socks. For this one, just sew all the way to the end. Okay, do your back stitch, then just go a straight one. It's just a very simple and a straight one for this one, which we're doing in here. So that's it on that. So I just want to show you how you're going to unfold this one now. Okay, so here it is here. Here is it here now. Okay, so unfold it, and then when you unfold it to the front side, then you fold it in half. Okay, like that, and that's how you fold that bit, so in half. Can you see what I've done? You unfold the sewing and then you fold it in half, and there we go. So that forms the top layer of the Christmas socks. So the next thing now is for me to turn in this one as well, turn it out. I'm just trying to turn out the other bit which forms the string. Remember, you can use your pin to do this. I'm just doing the a very quick one. That's anyway because it's a large one. Otherwise, you can use your pin, the safety pin. That's that one. You can use that one to do it. But anyway, I'm done with this now. So the next thing you want to do, there we go, iron it out, because this is how you will be sewing it on your socks. So that forms the other top bit of the socks. These other ones now, we need to turn them out as well. Remember the stockings cuff, we've done it, so leave this bit, this will be joining with this one. So for this two now, turn it out as well. Okay, and when you turn it, then you place them in. So just do exactly what I'm showing you in here, just like that. Turn it out, there we go, and then iron it out as well. Then you go. Right, so on the string, I'm gonna top stitch it just to make it look really nice. Okay, for top stitching, I've just got that end. You can top stitch with whatever we're using in there, just like that, to have a beautiful finish. So here is the final look of the strap. Like I said, I just folded right sides together, did the first bit, now unfolded it, and then I top stitch on both sides. So that's it there. You can just top stitch on both sides. If you want to add extra design to this bit, you can use that one. Okay, you can use your zigzag, you can use your zigzag stitch. Okay, but that's if you want to add any extra design to this, then use any of the zigzag stitch while you do the top stitching, and that will give it some extra. Alright, so now it's time to assemble all the piece which we've got here, which is the lining, the strap, the ribbon strap, which is for hanging it, the cuff, which is like the band as well, and then lastly the outer main stockings. Okay, so but first, so basically what I'm trying to show you here, at the end of the day, you want this neat part to show inside the stockings, isn't it? You wouldn't want this rough bit, so we're just going to shove it right inside on this bit. That's how you get it in there. Right, so you can see I've just placed the lining, and now I've got the neat part of the lining which is there, okay, with that bit. Okay, so it's the wrong size together. Pardon me, I did mention right, it's wrong size together, because you're not going to flip it. That one, it's now inside there. Then the next bit, you're going to use this one, which is the band, the cuff. Okay, try and align them all rough sides together. Forget about the rough edges because it's going to hide. So tuck it inside there as well, next to the lining, just like that. Right, so the next one is to show this bit. I'm just going to use this other one, okay, that bit which is the band, the cuff, and I'm going to align it with this bit. Remember, this is the clean bit, and then put it in there. All the rough sides should be together. Don't worry about the rough edges because they are going to be hidden by the time you join them all up. So that's the cuff, the stocking cuff, which is that bit. Yeah, nicely align it, all rough sides together. There we go. So it's going to be like that. Then remember the strap, the ribbon as well. Okay, so somewhere on the side you just put that one. Also note, this needs to be in between this one, which is the band or the cuff, and in between the lining. That's how you get it. So in between this one and this one, it shouldn't be that way, so that when you turn this out, it stays out. So you're gonna put this inside like that as well. So when you've done them all like that, the next thing is for you to now stitch them all right around. So all right around like that. Okay, so now I've just assembled all of them together. Okay, you can see them and I've pinned them down. So I've got the lining, I've got the strap somewhere around there at the back, and I've got the outer fabric, and I pin all of them together. Okay, you can see them there. So now I'm just going to run a stitch right round on them before I now flip the band. That's the cuff. I'll turn it out afterwards, but you can see how I've nicely arranged them. So now we can get in now and start stitching them. Open them up like that and then do it one at a time. Just go right. So there we go. Just follow the pin which we'll put in there so that you have them all in. Okay, so we're just going right round on it. There we go. And somewhere around there is where I've got the right. So here are they all nicely joined together. You can see it's a bit quite rough. You might want to use your scissors to trim off just a little bit on there, but don't worry so much about this, because at the end of the day, this is what we're going to have. We're going to now flip this out to bring out the band or the cuff, which is that bit, and then we turn it upside down. Right, so that's it there now. When it's all done, bringing out the band, remember it looks rough in there, but like I said, don't worry yourselves, because by the time you pull it out, this is what you have. So here's the final look. Of Christmas stockings in there. You can see the Christmas hooks is with the lining in there. Look at the inside, looking all neat. And we've got the strap as well here, and that's the band or the cuff. Well, there we go. Oh, looking nice. The inside is all neat as well. That's the lining. You can iron it out if you want to once again, otherwise you're good to go. So go hang this up, waiting for the Christmas. There we go. Okay, so here we go once again.